Well, Graeme, just what the doctor ordered.
You've summed it up. Irrespective of the result, we needed to be competitive again. And I think the last 7 minutes against Hull damaged us, because it's not a way to lose a football match. Leicester was a one-off occasion, really. But on Thursday, I was brutally honest with the boys. Asked for the same mental and physical consistency during the game, no matter what the scoreline is. And I told them that if we get that, we'll win the game. And we played in a different way today. We used the Leicester game, bits of the Leicester game, to help us. And we showed great character and came out 2-1 winners.
And the changes that you made as well, one of those days when everything goes, all the decisions you make come off, because they all played a big part, those three, and you stick with Izzy Brown, and he provides the crosses for both goals.
Absolutely, but nobody knows in a job how it's going to go. But the only thing I answer to is my own conscience. So I give everything I've got. I try and look at every single detail, and I like to think I'm well prepped with decisions that I've got to make. I believe in football making them decisions. For instance, Callum McManaman plays really, really well on Tuesday night, gives us a level, so he comes on and contributes. Izzy Brown changed his position, and his quality is undeniable. So there was many satisfying things. I thought Pelly Rudder came in and gave an exceptional level, the character that he is. Again, a boy who's finding out at championship level. But today I think he arrived. He was himself, which is all he asked for. So lots of satisfying things, but we'll enjoy tonight, and then we've got a plan for Millwall. That's the nature of the beast.
A little bit of an anxious moment. Did you think that was going to be given? I mean, we've seen the replay, and Dak does sort of run across and maybe touches it as well, but it was an anxious wait to see.
I thought it was for offside.
But I think he was offside, but he's offside, but he looks as though he's interfering as well.
Right, so he touches the ball?
Well, it looks as though he might just sort of get a chest on it.
It's a bit like Kazenga Lawar on Tuesday night when Harry scores. I mean, I need to see the goal. We'll try and play offside there. That's an instruction. So it worked.
Well, it was a resolute defensive display, wasn't it? Because I mean, they've had lots of pressure, but Simon's not been throwing himself all over the place, because the ones in front of him have done the job.
Yeah, but that's the pleasing thing to do. We won completely differently. Sometimes you have to be pragmatic. I've got a philosophy that I really believe in, but I think after a while you realise that your job is to understand the strengths of your group and pick a game plan that gets the strengths out of your group, and I think today was a classic case of that.
And then you're back at it Wednesday, and of course next Saturday. It's a big week.
It's a massive week. That's a championship. These are huge games. We're live on the TV on Wednesday night, and then we're going to small Derby County. So I mean, that's a huge game on its own merits. But you have to look forward, and you have to embrace it. I said at the beginning, it's a wonderful challenge, and we've got 10 points. So again, we're doing okay, and I won't rest until I max out with the group, and today was a step towards that.
Thank you.
With the change in Izzy Brown today, was that to maybe give him a bit more option to have the ball in attacking areas so he can use his quality?
Yeah, Mike, we thought we could hurt them the other side of their midfield too, because we outnumbered them in there, and maybe give Izzy less responsibility off the ball than he's had in the previous couple of games. And I thought he was a threat. I still think he's working towards fitness. I don't know, maybe 5-6 games is he now in the last 2 years. So we haven't seen the best of him, but I've seen things on Thursday in training that really excited me. He was explosive, he had that quality. I mean, he picks James Collins out. That's not a hope, that's not a cross into an area. That's significant quality where he puts it right on his head, and Colo does what Colo does best. So lots of things.
And although James was a bit slightly wide, maybe to the left of the three, he was in the box for that chance, so that worked out perfectly, didn't it?
Yeah, and we spoke about that yesterday, and I showed a clip of something last night in the team meeting where I wanted the pattern to develop. Didn't quite happen was Izzy more pulling the opposite side, but he finds space. That's what good players do. He found space, but we need James Collins in the box. We need James Collins in the box because he scores goals, and his finish was emphatic.
And that's 50 now for him in just over 100 games, which is, as a striker yourself, I mean, that's a fantastic record, isn't it?
It's incredible, especially, what's he got now, 5 is it?
5 of the season.
5 in the championship.
Yeah.
It's very good. Very, very good. And James can achieve anything. because every day he's a top professional. He gives himself a chance. He works hard. He lives for the game. 28, he's just scored for the Republic of Ireland. There's no boundaries. Such a pleasure. I think we all need to be really, really proud of him.
Jacob Butterfield as well back in the midfield. He's really anchored that midfield, didn't he, today?
Yeah, and I mean, Butts has previously been picked for what he does on the ball, and I pulled him out a couple of weeks ago, and we went to work a little bit individually, working on some defensive aspect, some being more explosive in his first 10 yards, and Bradley Dack didn't get a kick today, and that was Jacob Butterfield's job. So I'm more happy what he did off the ball, because I expect what he gives you on it.
We spoke to Matty Pearson in the week. Obviously, big day for him coming back to his club, his former club, sorry, and he showed just how much he's progressed with a fantastic header from that free kick again from Izzy again.
But again, another wonderful character at the club, another one we need to be proud of, because I've threw different challenges at Matty and Sonny all season, and they've responded. Matty has got such a character about him. Nothing is too big for him. He has a go. Sometimes it works, sometimes he doesn't. But the next day he's ready to have a go again. And that's all you want from your players. I'm really satisfied for him. I'm sure it's a wonderful feeling, scoring the winning goal at Blackburn Rovers. So he deserves it. You get rewarded in the end.
And Dan Potts as well. I mean, he hasn't had much trouble just because of injury, but to come in and give 90 minutes and look secure at that left back position must be pleasing too. Especially
recovering so quickly after Tuesday night, because the Leicester game took a lot out of us physically. We didn't have the ball, and it was difficult. Dan became a championship player today, no question in my mind. Before he was flirting with being a championship player. Today he was assertive, and he became a championship player, and he has to take responsibility for that left back position, because he's got all the attributes to play at this level. But his mental and physical performance was consistent for 95 minutes. The result's going to go your way or not sometimes, and that really satisfied me, Dan Potts' performance.
Are you seeing more and more of that now, the players individually showing that they are championship players? You mentioned that before with a few of them. So
yeah, I think it's ongoing, Mike. It'll be maybe, I think you collect more players who believe the championship level, and we've done that. But there's still others that come into the team need to believe it. I thought Pelly Ruddock did that today. And you need to add to the group. And you know, you're talking about splitting shifts. We've got one player out of Izzy for 70 and Callum for 26 minutes. So you can't carry anybody at this level. And that's what happened today. We didn't carry a player.
And just Andrew Shinnie, was it a slight knee problem for him that saw him miss out today?
Yeah, he's just hurt his fat pad on his knee. Andrew's a fantastic professional. Andrew would do anything to play football. His intentions are always for the right reasons. So we'll see how he is, Mike, when we get back to Luton.
Graeme, you talked earlier about the end of the whole game damaging you. Would you say the opposite was true actually in this game, in terms of the way you saw it out with, you know, you get loads of injury time coming, but actually the way you kept the ball and kept your shape was really impressive. You must be really pleased with that.
Yeah, and we changed the shape as well, because you can feel Danny Graham's threat, and they put 2 up front and 3 up front and 4 up front, and they're throwing it in the box. I believe in Lloyd Jones, I really do. Since I came in, he's done everything I've asked of him. He came on and he's got a presence and he's got a quality, and he contributed to that victory. But the defensive, we had a defendable way to victory today. That's the truth. We didn't attack our way to victory. We defended our way, and the character of the boys, the understanding of the boys, was excellent.
The goals obviously changed the games. It was great rearguard defensive action towards the end, but there was a lot of nous in that sort of final 15-20 minutes. I'd point to things like Simon Sluga just drawing the forward in and then just collecting the ball and forwarding it for a couple of minutes. Is that important in trying to see out games like this as well?
That's been the learning curve, James, you know, managing the tempo of the game. So how do you get a player to understand that? And it matters at this level, because if you watch Blackburn for the first 20 minutes, you felt their quality. They are, I didn't want to come into the game and start being negative. I knew we had to be absolutely at our best. I knew set pieces would be important in order for us to win here. They are a really, really strong championship side. So for us to come here and do what we did is really, really satisfying.
I know you said you'd rather win over than clean sheets. Simon didn't have a lot to do. it's just a fantastic strike that beats him. It's unfortunate for him.
Yeah, but maybe Butts could have got out and closed it down a little bit. That's that explosive work I'm talking about. But Jacob's improvement was excellent. It wasn't down to him. How did he get there? And we got beat 2-1. We won the game 2-1. We conceded 1 goal. All I asked for the other day was to win the game. We got that, and I'm extremely happy. We were absolutely in the game. We controlled the game first half. There was so many pleasing aspects, James, but we have to control the game. I'm talking about defensively, not on the ball. The possession stats were down, but that was set up that way. But it's on the Wednesday night now. It's you enjoy tonight and start again tomorrow. That's the nature of the job.
Is it good to have that extra day? Usually midweek games Tuesday, so an extra 24 hours to recover and prepare.
Yeah, but it won't be next week because you lose it. But I think in the Championship you have to play 2 or 3 on a Wednesday and 2 or 3 on a Tuesday. I think it's done in a fair way. I've got a squad that I need to use to navigate through these 3 fixtures. There's 1 out the way and we've got 3 points, so I don't want to look too far ahead just yet, James.